What's up, y'all? Advance here. So, another popular topic making its way around the internet is the Sonia Massey video, the body cam footage from the cops that shot her. This has invoked a number of responses online from people. There was outrage, and then there was people outraged at people who are outraged. And there are people that are still trying to argue that this was justified. Listen, I know boiling water is not pleasant, but at the same time, boiling water is not a pleasant experience to feel on your skin. But this is where, reading the room comes in. Okay, let me rewind. Let me rewind and explain the whole situation. So, Sonia Massey calls the police because she suspects that there was a prowler on her property, right? Or that somebody was trying to break in, intended to do harm or whatnot. So the cops show up. The body cam footage picks up with them inside of her home, which we can then debate later on we can debate another time on whether or not they should have been in there, because what are they doing inside the house when the threat is outside the house? There were some questions of whether or not they kind of finagled their way in there to look around without a warrant. Secondly, they were asking her for identification because I guess they saw a vehicle in the driveway or some. But fact of the matter is, that if she's the one that called the police, why is she being looked at as a suspect? Why is she looked at as being suspicious or threatening? But I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyway, in the midst of this, of her trying to sort through some papers, one of the cops noticed that she has a pot on the stove. So he says, "Hey, go turn that off, because I don't want to start a fire. I don't want to start a fire." So she does exactly that. Now, normally, if you're boiling something, what do? You usually take the water and you drain it after you turn it off, right? Yeah, spaghetti noodles get very soggy. I don't know if that's what she was cooking or not, but she was walking to the sink. Now, there is a video. I'm not gonna call her out her name, but this woman was very misinformed, I should say, where she said she was walking towards the cops, towards the police officers with the water. Okay, well, yeah, you can argue that because she was walking towards the sink. But in any case, so as I stated, there are people that were outraged by this. There were people that tried to justify it. You already know Officer Tap Dancer came out and was like, they shouldn't have shot her, but I think this was justified. I think this was justified. Now, I gotta say, big up to the people in that man's comment section, because y'all saw that, was like, nah, dude, you wildin', you bugging. Good. I have a little bit more faith in humanity. So if they in that dude's comment section, listen, that dude will find any reason to try to excuse an officer's actions. He's of the same ilk of people that still believes that George Floyd did not expire of asphyxia, as the coroner's report states, but it's because of the fentanyl that was in his system. But in any case, so she's walking towards them she's walking towards the sink to pour the water out, because that's what you do with boiling water when it's finished boiling and it's boiling something. So then they're like, all right. So the one cop kind of shies away from her, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm moving away from the boiling water." And they was all kind of laughing and joking and whatnot prior to this. And she said, "Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And then the other cop, let's just call him, I don't know, but the other cop, the aggressive cop, he got real aggressive. And he was like, well, you better not. I'll shoot you in your fucking face. Now, there are people that are saying like, all right, hey, boiling water, technically that's a life-threatening thing. Yeah, the only way I can kind of say that would kind of be justified with him feeling that way, especially with how aggressive he got with it, is if that dude was a literal demon. Like, maybe she should have called John Constantine instead of the police. Like, or maybe she should have called John Constantine after that. But anyway, so she said, yeah, now I know you would think after saying something like that, you would correlate a phrase like that to an exorcism. And what do priests do in an exorcism? They throw water on you. So he's like, probably the connection that he made in his mind was, oh shit, she's about to throw water on me. She's about to throw that water on me. But once again, this is where you gotta come back to reading the room. Y'all was just laughing and joking. What she called y'all for help. What reason would she have to throw water on you? Like, stupid. So the one cop draws his weapon. She says, oh my God, I'm sorry. Then she puts her hands up, right? Still got the oven mitts on. I don't know if you're familiar with oven mitts, but hey, if you got oven mitts on, you can't really use your fingers, so to speak. So then they like drop the pot. But she got her hands up and she's ducked. So they said like, all right, the one cop's body cam was she was out of view, but you can clearly see on the other cop's body cam, even though his camera wasn't turned on, but when he turned it on, it gives you a 30-second playback of muted audio. So we saw the whole thing from his perspective. She was still visible. Her hands was up. Now, I've seen on Officer Tap Dancer's page or channel where there was a freeze frame where, it seemed that she had the pot in her hand or whatnot. Fact of the matter is that these cops escalated and they didn't de-escalate, and they immediately treated her like a victim. No, they weren't treating her like a victim. They was treating her more like a suspect. And the dude shot her in the face or in the head like he promised he would. And then you can hear them like pretty much like panicked, like, oh fuck. And then the one guy was like, well shit, I didn't want to take boiling hot water to the face. Once again, why would you think that she's threatening to throw water on you? Now they said that she was mentally ill in some form or fashion, but the fact of the matter is that she called y'all there for help. Like no, it's stupid. And to anybody that's trying to justify this, to say that it was that it was justified, y'all need to take yourselves out of the political argument, because y'all only saying that because Ben Crump is involved. If y'all think that Ben Crump is an ambulance chaser or whatnot, all right, how about you get your fucking police in line? And the thing is, like, it's not even really all cops, because there are good cops. More often than not, I encounter good police officers, but if there's assholes out here that's going rogue and shit like this, you gotta check them. This dude was transferred through like 6 departments in 4 years. Like, that's crazy. Like he been through 6 departments in 4 years because of his behavior. Once again, that's something. Hey, we should have been twisting Joe Biden or Sleepy Joe's arm on with the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act, because guess what? His name would have definitely been in that database. So now he's been indicted. Now the thing is that what we got to realize as a community, we can't get excited with indictments, because they will Amber Geiger your ass. Slide a 10-year sentence on them. They probably gonna get out in 7. But No, like they went all the way up to murder with this dude. And yeah, because it was intentional. He made a threat and he followed through with it. And the woman was unarmed. I don't listen. All right, like I said, boiling hot water on the skin is not a pleasant experience. But y'all need to stop watching Tyler Perry Medea movies, because every black chick out here is not doing that. You know, like, come on now. No, my heart goes out to her family. Like, damn, man. Another one. You know, and then there's people already, start. This isn't the same as the Breonna Taylor situation. This is worse, because she actually called the police for help. If you try to justify this, you a piece of shit. It's simple as that. Hey, if you agree with me, all right. If you don't agree with me, okay, fuck you, I guess. But no, even still, like, there's no justification here. Now let me speak to y'all Republicans, because y'all swear like to be pro-life, and y'all swear to be pro-life and upholding Christian values and all this shit. If that's the case, y'all shouldn't be out here trying to justify this murder. Sometimes you just shouldn't pass up an opportunity to shut the fuck up. That's all I got to say. I'll probably have more to say on this later, but it's when shit like this happens, it just sickens me, you know. So, because there is a cast of people that are so callous because the shit don't affect them. Put your comments in the comment section down below. Let's talk about this. I'm out.